Now, a very short explanation about chords, which are very important, obviously, when you're playing music. I'm going to give you, like in a 2-minute kind of thing, all the chords you're going to be coming across. Most of all the chords. Of course, there's a lot of different chords, but most of the chords you're going to be coming across in rock music and pop music. So pay attention. This is important. The first thing is a C major shape. C major 7. It's like this. So, C major 7. If I go to C7, it's like this. If I go C minor 7, it's going to be this. If it's C minor 7 flat 5, it's going to be this. And if it's C diminished, it's this. So you hear every time there's one note changing, it's going down. So let's do that once again. C major, C7, C minor 7, C minor 7 flat 5, and C diminished. If I do the same thing, not on the A string, but on the E string as a basis, as a chord note, I'm going to be playing C major 7. Then I have C7. Then I have C minor 7. Then I have C minor 7 flat 5. Then I have C diminished. So if I do that again, C major 7, C7, C minor 7, C minor 7 flat 5, and C minor 7, C diminished, sorry. So those are the most common chords you're going to be coming across. Of course, you know a C chord and a G chord. I'm not talking about those chords. Now, if you think about making your chords sound a little different, the same kind of things you can do. It's like if I have a C with a C major 9, I'm going to be playing that like this. Sounds a lot more open. If I have a C minor, I would go like this. It's less defined because it's not got the 3 in it. If I'm doing that here, I can have like a C minor 11. Which gives it a whole kind of different dimension. This sounds way nicer than this. This is open. This is like a C7 sus kind of chord. C13 is another chord. It's like a 7 chord, but it's this. Sounds nice. It's the same family as this. C7, C13. Gives it a whole different dimension. With a 9. C9. C flat 9. C sharp 9. So let's do the dominant again. So it's C9. C flat 9. C sharp 9. C13. If I go to chords that I use a lot, it's like if I think about the C chord, basically if the composition and what the other musicians are playing, if there's space enough for me to choose my chord when I'm playing a C major chord, I'll basically be playing around these kind of shapes. This is like a C chord for me. It's like a major 7 on top of it, so it's not into the notes, it's not being blurry, it's very open. This is another C. This. All kinds of C chords. If I do this, and the next chord would be like a C sharp, whatever, it's going to be very easy for me to make a change over to the next chord, because it's... See, what I'm doing here is like, I'm just changing to a D chord with a C sharp in the bass. So, same thing as what I could do here. There's a technique that I'm using, I'm playing with my fingers, so it's going to be like the thickest string and then the 3 thinnest ones to make it very big interval between the notes of the chord. Now, for instance, a D chord, a very normal, basic, static D chord. and a D sus, which would be this. I'll be playing a D chord, once again, if I have the opportunity within the music. I'll be going for a D chord like this. It sounds way more open. Or a D sus chord, which would be like this. See? Which makes the same thing if it's an E chord. Just move it up like here. That's E. E sus. See? All these kind of shapes are very nice to experiment with. Other chords like a C. If I play a G major chord, I will be playing it like this. Because it's got the same thing. It's got a low note and it's got very high notes in it. So the interval is completely changed. It's not blurry. If I go for this, it sounds blurry. This sounds open. And there's millions of chords you can use. It's just a little experimentation with what you want to do. For instance, if I play an intro of one of my songs, which is called Bronze on my new album, it goes like this. So what I'm doing there is like playing with a G minor chord. Go to F major, to a D minor. Go to an E flat major 7. Go to a D, sus, and a D. Then I start off with the G minor again. Go to the F major, D minor, C minor, D flat major 7, E flat major 7. That sequence comes again. But when I'm playing these chords, I was telling you this is a major 7 chord. This is the basic shape. Once you move out, if you leave out some notes, it starts to sound way more interesting. Because this, or this, is very open. It's like less defined than this. See? Same thing here. Which should be this. See? And in the end I'm moving up on this kind of thing. Then I get E minor, D, and C. And then we're in the song. And then it goes further. So that just to explain, experiment with chords a lot.